Okay. Wow, I had that messed up. I had that messed way up. Oh my goodness. Chat, I don't know if y'all saw that or not. How we doing? Hey, I went live on the wrong stream. And I realized, I don't think I've ever done that before. I was live on the wrong stream. I was like, what's going on, man? Yeah. I mean, that was bound to happen. I'm surprised I've never done that, to be honest. But it's okay. You know, I don't know. I've just never done it before. So now I'll know. You know, next time I'll be like, hey, don't do that. How we doing? I see you, Bobo. How you doing, Bobo? Bobo, you always in here early. How you doing? Taking it today? Absolutely, mile marker. It's the day. It's today. Y'all see we got the snowfall? We got the snowfall today. Hey, now look. We got something if we handle business today, too. I don't want to tell y'all what it is. It's nothing crazy. All right? More of the crazy stuff will happen during the week. Trust that, okay? If we win this, there'll be a lot of crazy happening during the week. But we got a little something planned for the stream if we do handle business today. So hopefully that's the case. Let's like be up by like 30. That way in the fourth quarter I can play it. And it's like, all right, bam, there we go. We handling business. But I had to put the snowfall on because it just fits. You know, we don't have the Christmas tree. Actually, do I have a Christmas tree? I think I do have a Christmas tree. Hold on, I might actually have a Christmas tree. Unless I got rid of it. I may have got, oh, that's messed up. I got rid of the Christmas tree. Hold up, you can't do that. I think I got, oh, nope, that's not the Christmas tree. All right, I don't know. I think I got rid of the Christmas tree. That's a little messed up. I apologize, Christmas tree. This is really because where I'm at, it's not snowing. I don't know where you're at. Hey, let me know. Is it snowing where you're at? Or is it snowing outside right now? The truth in the building. I see Travis. Let's take the dang north. I see you. I'm actually, okay. Hey, JMB's in the building. Oh, you got away with that caps thing. I see you in there. How you doing, man? Let's do it. Okay, this is probably going to be a little bit of a shorter pregame. And that's just because of when we started. So we're going to dive into, what are we doing? Oh, yeah, we're doing the Inactives. We'll do the Inactives first. We'll make some weekly picks. We'll talk about this game a little bit. It's just me today, riding solo today. And then we'll kind of wrap this thing up, man. I won't make this one super long. We'll get to predictions. We'll knock this thing in and out. Plus, we did a preview on Friday. You said, yes, it's snowing where you're at. No. See, just foggy. Is it foggy where I'm at? I mean, it's dark. It is kind of foggy, I guess. I haven't seen the sunlight in like 3 days. Like, it's not fun. I don't like it, man. I like that natural lighting. We had no natural lighting these last few days, so it's just weird. Sheboygan County, 40. Oh, okay, that's a whole different. 40 degrees and sunny. Okay, at least you got the sun. Hey, that's all. Nope, green Christmas. Green Christmas. What does that even mean? Green Christmas. It's green outside? Is that what that means? All right, how... I always catch up with the lines from Hong Kong with you. No one else is better. I appreciate you, Steph. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you. It was foggy last night. Okay. Yeah. I get that. I hear that. Flint, Michigan, go Lions. All right, let's do this. Okay, calm down. Here we go. Let's go to Inactives first. Because those have been released. There's no really shocks on either side here. But I do want to start with this. So, you know how we do. This takes like a hot second to bring up. You would think I'd be better at this, but I'm not. So, give me 1 second. But I do want to start here. Let's go like that. Let's like hide it. Bam. Oh my goodness. Okay, we did too much with this. Okay. Now. All right, this works. I don't want to take the whole screen with it. But I don't. Okay, this is fine. I'll just sit like this. And y'all can see the Inactives. This looks good. This looks professional. This is something you would see on TV. Okay, so here's what we got. Let's start with the fight. I'm starting with the Vikings because there's no surprises here. Lewis Seen at safety. Cameron Bynum's been playing safety for them. Harrison Smith. Byron Murphy's out, so Mekhi Blackman's going to get the start from what we understand. Josh Dobbs is out. We know this. It's going to be Nick Mullins today. Nick Muse. They're loaded at tight end, so that's not a big deal really either. Chris Reed. Brian O'Neill's not playing. I think that's the big one. They are going to go with their backup right tackle, though he's played well. They are going with their backup right tackle. I thought maybe he'd play because he had limited participation on Friday, but he's not. And then Jalen Naylor as well. There's really no surprise to their inactive list. Let's move to the Lions. Let's go to the Lions inactive list here. And as you can see, again, not a lot of surprises, man. Derek Barnes is out. We knew this. Well, I think we assumed this. Stephen Gilmore's healthy scratch. Antoine Green, same thing there. Hendon Hooker, he's our emergency quarterback. By the way, don't forget that. You see how they put that little thing in there? That's awesome. I do love that that's an option this year. I do love that's an option that the Lions don't actually have to put him on the active roster, but he can be an emergency quarterback for the remainder of the Lions season, which is pretty awesome. Jerry Jacobs, Or I shouldn't say put him on the active roster. He won't count towards the roster limit, I should say. Jerry Jacobs is out, so Kendall Vilder, Khalil Dorsey going to hold it down today. That's probably more so a thing to keep an eye out for special teams, I guess. Broderick Martin is out, healthy scratch there, and then Brock Wright, which means that the Lions, part of their roster moves was elevating Frisker, the tight end, so getting a little depth there. James Mitchell will be the number 2 today. And then also they elevated Michael Badgley up the practice squad. He played last week, but as you may know, the Lions waived Riley Patterson this week. So they go with Michael Badgley. He's got another week on top of this that he can be elevated from the practice squad. And then after that, they'll have to make a decision. Do they want to sign him to the roster, make a spot for him? But they also have a lot of decisions to make, to be honest, outside of just Michael Badgley. Like, they got a lot of decisions to make. It seems like they're going to be in a good spot with getting guys back. CD Deuce, you know, he was practicing this week, so is Cabinda. Neither of them are going to play, but they were practicing. How soon can we expect James Houston back? Man, I really wish I had a good answer for this. I do. I don't know. It's not great because there's only 3 games left, and we haven't heard of him practicing or anything yet. I'm really just going on that he was optimistic, and it sounded like he was expecting to be back. Really, for me, my hope is at best the last week of the season, maybe we get some snaps from him. That's what I'm thinking. If the last week of the season, if the Lions can get in a playoff spot, last week of the season he gets some snaps, and then we work him in through the playoffs. And maybe he's not like a huge full-time piece. Maybe they can if they get him back earlier. Maybe he's more of just a rotational piece. But that would be fine for what the Lions need. They have Bruce Irvin, of course, so they'll have a guy to kind of rotate with that in the meantime. But I don't know. I wish I could give a better answer, to be honest. 9 degrees and foggy. 9 degrees? Dang, 9? Yo, it's kind of warm here. 9's crazy. Would you consider this season successful if we collapse? All right, I'm gonna read that in a second. Let me move the inactives here. Let me move them. Actually, we'll leave them on the screen for a second, just in case anybody's joining. How y'all doing? I'll leave them on the screen so y'all can see. I'm so glad Dobbs not the starter this week for the Vikings. Okay, tell me why you're glad. Are you a Vikings fan? Are you a Lions? You're a Lions fan, Salafire. So why are you glad? I'm interested. I mean, I thought Nick Mullins didn't play too bad last week. I didn't think he played too bad last week, but at the same time, when I walked away from that game, you see Cincy win, I was like, yo, Cincinnati won this game, but this felt like a game they should not have won. And then last night, what Pittsburgh did to him, oh my goodness. I was not expecting that. I mean, when I took Pittsburgh, I did not feel good about it. I took Pittsburgh, I don't know, that looked bad, dude, but I don't know. Would you consider the season successful if we collapsed for the last 3 games, made a wild card, then turn it on and won a playoff game? Yes, I'll consider that a success. I would. So you're saying if we win a playoff game, we make a wild card? Yeah. If we win a playoff game, I think it's a success. And honestly, if that happens, we could still win the division. But I think in your scenario, you're saying Minnesota wins out. They also beat Green Bay. I would still consider that a success because I think at the end of it, if we won the division and we won one playoff game, I'd be like, that's a success. So no matter how that happens, I take that as a success. It'd be unfortunate. It'd be very unfortunate not to get a home playoff game. I know fans would be devastated because the opportunity is right there. Chad, I'm telling you, if we win the division, I'm getting one of those banner things. You know those like little things that they got like in the rafters? It may not be massive, but I'm going to find a spot for it. We're going to move some stuff around, and I'm going to put the year on it. 2023. Is it 2023? And then we can keep adding to that, hopefully, going forward. But that's absolutely going to be in the background. Absolutely going to be back there. I'm excited about that. Younger mobile quarterbacks. I hear you. I'll say this. I thought Nick Mullins was better than Josh Dobbs as a passer. I thought he was way better. From what we last saw. Now, Mullins came out. It was pretty good early. Obviously, like you said, mobile. He did a lot of things off schedule for them. But to be honest, man, like the last we saw of Josh Dobbs, I didn't think was very impressive. They put Mullins in. It felt like gave him some life. I thought last week he played well. Like if you look at some of the throws Nick Mullins made, like he looked good. He looked good last week. Now again, I don't like love Cincinnati necessarily. I think that's why they got pounded last night. But at the same time, he looked good. Like he was making some big time throws. He stayed on schedule. He just made some bad decisions. Like he made bad decisions. He didn't make necessarily bad reads. Complete like the screen. It's like okay, there's not much of a you throw the screen or you don't throw. He threw the screen. He shouldn't throw the screen that late. And then the other one, he was falling down. He just kind of threw it in the air. So, it was like okay, he's not making terrible decisions. He doesn't look shook with pressure. He's making good throws with pressure. He just made 2 awful decisions. And as a Lions fan, I'm hoping that's the case because I think that a lot of times is the difference, right? You get bad decisions more frequently with backups. I think a lot of times they look at it. So hopefully he gives us some bad decisions today where he's falling down. He just throws it straight up in the air. I would love that. Maybe they'll give us a intentional grounding call today. I don't know. I mean, last week they didn't, or 2 weeks ago. Home playoff game is a must. Look, man, I'll tell you this. I'll take a playoff win any way we can get it. But I hear you on that. just looking at it from a odds side of things, like what would be the best odds, being at home, I'm with you. And as y'all probably know, we went out, we're at very least getting that 2 seed. So we have a real opportunity if we went out, at least get the 2 seed. You could potentially get the 1. We're seeing the LA Rams, San Fran, they're like bought in. We have to get the 1 seed. So if the Lions keep the pressure on them, meaning if the 49ers say they lose tomorrow and the Lions win their next 2, which would be difficult, but if they do that, that pressure stays on San Fran. They still want that 1 seed. So they will play, their starters in that last game. It's going to matter to them. Well, at the same time, that game is probably going to also matter to LA. We don't know for sure, but it probably will. LA is tricky, man. That is a tough team, dude. They can just score. And San Fran's giving up points this year. So I don't know that one's just like an automatic win for them. So I'm just keeping an eye on that. If we win, if we run the table, it's unlikely. But if they lose to Baltimore, I wouldn't count it out. But we can at least get the 2 seed. And, that's 2. It could be 3 home games, depending on how things, kind of work out. Definitely need that home playoff game. Not even afraid of Stafford coming home. Dang, man. I'll tell you this. I don't want to say afraid because it sounds bad. Like, oh, man, you afraid of them? Like, I don't want to say that. Can I get this off the screen, by the way? Let me get this off the screen. Okay. I don't want to say it like that, but as a team, do I want to play the Rams? No. Like, if you were ranking the teams, like, in terms of, like, okay, easiest path, teams that you face, I would not want to play the Rams. I would rather play a division team. I know. Look, we've lost to the Packers already. I'd rather play a division team, I think. I don't know. We'll see, though. Minnesota, they're going to be a challenge. Hutch needs to go off. He's going against the backup today. He is. Now, I assume they're going to give a lot of attention to him. Most teams aren't going to leave him one-on-one in that matchup. Questenberry, and I don't even know if I'm saying dude's name right. I'm going to be honest. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. But at the same time, he hasn't played bad. But I'm with you on that one. I think Hutch is a player to watch. I'm with you, especially in the run game. I'll throw that out there. K Violto with the 10-piece. I see you. How you doing, man? I appreciate you. Hey, Merry Christmas, K Violto. Merry Christmas, everybody in the chat. How y'all doing, man? What's your Christmas wish? I'm sure everybody's the same. They want to see the Lions win division. I mean, look, we all the same wish. Look. And it's lined up, man. Let's go win the division today. Who has a bigger game against us, Jefferson or Addison? I think Addison. Now, I don't know what their plan's going to be, like how much trust and faith that they put into Cam Sutton one-on-one in that matchup, because even last year when we did pretty well, there were times where we left him one-on-one. It was like every time you bracket him in. It's more like situationally you bracket him in, or you play zone coverage and you try to bracket him in that way. But you would leave him one-on-one at times. Even Mike Hughes got some of that work. So do they give him that matchup? How does that work? Because he's going to go slot outside. He'll move around. I think Jordan Addison's the key. Now, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say he's going to have a better game, because I think the Lions, their number 2 cornerback, actually has looked pretty good between Vilder and Dorsey. But that's the guy that I'm like really more focused on in this one, because I know Justin Jefferson will eat. He's just capable of eating whenever. He's so darn good. All right. But it's more Jordan Addison to me, because they do throw attention to him, especially situationally. I focus on Addison, and I'm very curious to see how we match up with Hawk. Very curious on that one, because, it's not like, look, we know they have these weapons, but these weapons aren't brand new. It's not like we're coming into this one like, what the heck, they have Hawkinson now? Like, nah, we saw this last year. So we know what they have. What in the world is playing? Okay, I'm sorry. Chat, I thought that was music. I thought that was music, dog. All right. I thought that was music. Side note, did you see the EMU player sucker punch someone last night? I did not. That's messed up. I did not. Dang, I didn't see that. No. Hey, what's up, Speakeasy? Hey, Speakeasy's in the building. No one thought we would win in Kansas City. There you go. I like that. I don't know. I don't know the context to that comment, but I hear you on that. Bengals, so should beat the Vikings. I hear you. I know. I get that. I love that. I love that logic. It makes sense. It truly does. I'm not disagreeing. But even though Minnesota lost that game, I'm telling you, I think they played better than Cincy. I think they were the better team, dog. They look better than Cincy, man. And I hear you, though. I do think we're a better team than Vikings, but I thought they looked better than Cincy. They just lost the game. I don't hate what you're saying, but I get it. Oh, that lighting with the snowfall? Stop. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to throw on the screen. The Rams don't scare me or give me any worry. Hey, look, man. Y'all, that's okay. Hey, that's fair. That's fair. And if we face the Rams, we blow them out. I hope we do. I'm just telling you, if you ask me, like, yo, best chance of winning that first round playoff game, do I want to play the Rams? Has nothing to do. I mean, it does have stuff to do with Stafford because he's on their team. But it's not even like a psychological thing where it's like, man, we got to go face their old quarterback. It's not even that. It's just I think the Rams are really darn good, especially on offense. And now they're very well rounded with a run game. What they've found in Kyren Williams, like I'm like, okay, that I would take us to win, no question. I mean, whoever we match up with round 1, I'm taking us to win, all right? But I'm just saying, like that, I think that team's scary, man. I think that team's scary for anybody. I'm not saying for the Lions. I think they're scary in general. I don't think anybody wants to see that team round 1. I mean, if they see Dallas or Philly, I might take the Rams. All right, here's what. Okay, I mean, okay, Dallas could be a little different because Dallas got that crazy pass rush. I'm gonna throw this on the screen, chat. And then we're gonna do some of our weekly picks. We're gonna do some weekly picks in a sec here. What am I moving right now? Okay, not that. Nope. Okay, hold up one sec. Let me move me. Bam. Y'all like the Ford Field background? That's always my background, by the way. I've never changed. I've had that thing like that for a long time. Where is my oh, here it is. Perfect. Okay. I can't do these, by the way. I can't do these players to watch things. I just noticed that today. I mean, I think I maybe have realized this in the past, but today was like okay, this is not a thing I can do because I put too many players on the list. If I try to make one of these, there's too many players on the list, and it doesn't make sense. I could list every position here, and I'm like, oh, hey, what about this aspect? Like, nah. So, like, to me, these are great. I try to focus on my top 5, but as I'm going through it, I know I'm just leaving off players. Okay, computer, stop. There we go. All right, let's do this. Here are my players to watch. Dang, Bet US, you really going to block it like that? Sorry, you're not blocking nothing. You're just blocking the players to watch. That's fine. It's all good. It's all good. Hey, shout to Bet US. Use that top link in the description. 125% match if you deposit at least $100 up to $2,500. All right, here we go. And we're going to do that in a second. Chat, here's my players to watch. I'm going to have them on the screen. I'm not going to read through them all. I try to give a description for Kylie Freeman, why he's on there. I put screens. It's usually how teams try to attack this defense because of how much blitzing they do. But at the same time, like I just feel like Kylie Freeman is a kind of a matchup piece in this one. And I just think it's very interesting that a site like BetUS has him set at 1.5 receptions. I think it's very interesting. They have him set at 1.5 receptions, and Josh Reynolds set at 1.5 receptions. So I think that tells you schematically how they think things might go down in this one. So I think that's an interesting aspect. Jahmyr Gibbs, of course. That's more so for the rushing attack, but honestly, it could be for the passing attack too. If it's 2nd and 9 and they're dropping out like I've seen all season, 2 deep safeties, Jahmyr Gibbs going to eat underneath. He'll be the receiving back. They'll give him the ball a lot, I'm sure. And then he'll be a guy that has to make the difference, but he's capable of making that difference. Frank Ragnow, why? Because he's dealing with Harrison Phillips. I mean, they're just those two guys going at each other. Harrison Phillips is set to play today, so they also have Roy as their backup, but Harrison Phillips is a dog. I think he makes everything run for them, while at the same time, when I look at Frank Ragnow, man, like there's not many guys I'd rather have going against him. So I love that matchup, but that is the key matchup for the run game. One of the best run defenses, top 5, pretty much in every rushing defensive category. So to me, that's a matchup. I'm in Ross St. Brown, chat. I'm doing this because I think their slot corner is the biggest mismatch they have. Now, they play so much zone that it's kind of difficult, but as much as Josh Metellus is balled this season, I do think pure one-on-one, running a route versus coverage, I take St. Brown in that matchup. So that's why I put him on here. His over-under set high, but to be honest, it's like that every game. It's not like every game he's set for high. Jamal will get a TD calling it now. I'll rock with that. How can we clinch the playoffs without winning today? Seattle loses to Tennessee. From my understanding, Seattle loses to Tennessee. We clinch a playoff berth. I think Seattle's favored pretty strongly in that game, but at the same time, I weirdly enough took Tennessee. That's the one I feel the least good about. That one, and I also took the Texans over the Browns. Feel terrible about that one. I thought Stroud was going to play. Those two I don't feel good about, but I took them both, so we'll see. But yeah, if that happens, we clinch a playoff spot from my understanding. Not the division, though. And then if you got into next week, and even if we didn't win again, and let's say Minnesota lost to Green Bay, we would also win the division. No Danielle Hunter. I think Hunter's playing. Oh, was he on the inactives? I didn't see him on the inactives. No, Danielle Hunter's playing. Yeah, Danielle Hunter's playing. Yeah. Oh, you mean for players to watch. I got you. I'm sorry. Okay, that's a good... Okay, I'm going to be honest. So that was the last one that hit my mind before I put this together. As you can see, did I put him on here? I did not. So he was the last one that hit my mind before I put this on here. One, I have too many names already, so I didn't want to put that many more names. But two, I like Danielle Hunter. I don't think he's a game wrecker. All right? Now, hopefully he doesn't become that today. I don't think he's that. I think he's a guy that has a lot of production. I think he's a good pass rusher. I think he's their best pass rusher. And he's their best player on early downs. But I think we can have success, especially running at him. I like Danielle Hunter a lot. You guys know I like him. We talked about him during the trade deadline. But I don't think he's I think he leads the lead in sacks, but I don't see that necessarily. So that's why I didn't put him on here. Plus, I think you already know what to expect with Danielle Hunter in a sense. I guess you could say the same thing about St. Brown, but it's more about the matchups, I guess, than anything there for me. And I like our matchups there. Harrison Smith, I think Harrison Smith is their most flexible piece that makes their defense work. Everything in coverage they can do to me because of Harrison Smith. Dude plays everywhere. Also, Harrison Smith, man, he plays out of his zone more than anybody I've seen, man. He'll just fly around the field. He is tough. He's all over the football. Now, they get a little aggressive, so maybe you can get a shot. There was that Bengals play where they got the shot because both safeties bit down because they looked him off. But at the same time, Harrison Smith is just all over the field and he plays the run. And then DJ Wanham. So, yeah, I guess I chose DJ Wanham over Danielle Hunter. That's insane. That sounds insane. I hear what you're saying. But to me, DJ Wanham, because you kind of know what to expect with Hunter, DJ Wanham to me is like that unexpected player that can change the game. He can shift the game because of what he can be as a run defender. And he'll see some guard looks because of his ability to jump inside. And also, he could be kind of a secondary pass rusher for them. So that's why I went with that name. But no, Danielle Hunter probably could be on here. I don't have no issue with that. Happy holidays, everybody. Let's go Lions. All right. Another Penei Sewell pass play. I would love that. Did y'all see that? They were throwing passes to their linemen. See, I thought because of that, maybe this means that they're going to throw, their screens, right? We talk about screens against teams like splits. They may put, maybe wouldn't you be surprised today if they put a guy like Penei Sewell or someone out there, they put him out wide, they line him up like a receiver, and they throw a screen, they let those guys block, and they're really good at doing it. Maybe this would be that aspect, JMV, where not only they try that, but could they throw something off it where they give you that look, everybody's expecting screen, all of a sudden you fake the screen, say we're at the 15-yard line, you fake that screen, Penei Sewell kind of leaks off it, and he's wide open. Like, I'm just saying, no one would expect him to take off. I don't know. I mean, we've shown it on film. We've never had those guys take off, fake the screen. So, to what you just said, I think there's a real possibility for that. Run the ball. I hope so. We got to be able to run the ball. It would help Goff a ton. Now, if we can't run the ball, okay, so if we looked at a worst case scenario, let's say Lions can't run the football at all. It's like, hey, man, we just can't run today. They're shutting everything down. Then, all of a sudden, you have to find ways to answer with your passing attack, but also keep Goff comfortable to the point where, one, I'm with you, Bobo, I'd continue to try to run just to make them respect it, because to be honest, as unfun as it is, still 3 yards on first down, I'll take it against this team. I just don't want to be backed up against this team. But at the same time, then I think that Jahmyr Gibbs, Khalil Freeman, screens, a lot of motion, the short passing attack probably will be kind of like their run game in a way. Maybe we even get some wildcat look where they just try to get an extra number. They go a little wildcat today if they can't run the football. It might be possible, but I'm with you. Yeah, here's the thing. If we run the football specifically, if we get movement on the interior, I think we can blow this team out. I think that's to me, that's the process. I mean, of course, if Mullins does some dumb things, but this is a team that look, they take the ball away because they blitz so often and they're heady in the back end. But to me, I think that this is an instance where if you could just get movement on the interior, that's why I circle Frank Ragnow. To me, that's a recipe to win this game in a convincing fashion, right? A comfortable win is you get movement on the interior, because if you do that, you try to take away that element of what they are about. It's kind of like last week in a sense where we did that to Denver. We took away who they are offensively. I think you can take away who they are defensively by actually getting consistent movement. But I'm with you. I mean, it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge to do it. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is the guy to circle for me in this one, because I think he'll have the most success stylistically, schematically in this one, rushing the football. You guys know I love Dave Montgomery, though. He's going to be a dog. They always mix those two. Does anyone think Sam Laporta is going to go off? I mean, shoot, how can you not, to be honest, at this point? I mean, is Sam Laporta the one guy that they don't have a great matchup for, right? He was a player that I kind of overlooked a few weeks back, and it was like, hey, maybe that guy's... Because if you look at it, Sam Laporta versus their linebackers, undersized linebacker Ivan Pace. Can he match up? Probably not that well. He can move, but he doesn't have the size necessarily. You look at their safety position, Cameron Bynum, former corner. Now, he might actually be able to match up there a little bit, but with how much zone that they play, the middle field attacking, absolutely could be a Sam Laporta game. Plus, you throw on top of that, they can get him out wide, get him matched up with some undersized cornerbacks. Again, he would have a matchup there that you would like. So, there's matchup spots for him. A lot of times I like to say things about Peoples-Jones, but he hasn't had that many snaps. You know Laporta will be out there. So, yeah, I don't think it's a bad bet. If you were looking at, props, I wouldn't overlook Sam Laporta. Viking Funeral. Okay, Viking Funeral, how you doing? Hey, Dion, just came over from One Bar and Lups Show. Wanted to wish you guys good luck today in the name of good sportsmanship. Let's have a great bet. Hey, my man, Viking Funeral. Hey, shout out to them, first off. Shout out to Lups. Shout out to One Bar. Appreciate them. Hey, every Wednesday, y'all. NFC North Roundtable. Y'all know what time it is, man. We over there. It's going to be great this week. If we handle business, Viking Feud, it's going to be great this week. But no, hey, I appreciate you. Appreciate you with the 10-piece. I appreciate you, Viking Feud, for stopping in, man. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to a good one, man. You know, I love the games that are right down to the wire. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm down for one of those, as long as we win. That's the big thing. High-scoring game for the Lions is built to rush the quarterback, same as the Cowboys. Run the ball with our O-line. I hope so. Hey, and that's the challenge, because it's like you can look at the statistic aspect of Dallas and say, well, they don't stop the run as well. This team is elite at stopping the run, and that's why I put first up on their side Harrison Phillips. He is, I think, one of the most overlooked players in the division in the NFL. Right, the attention goes to your point, it's rightfully so. Danielle Hunter, the attention goes to the pass rush.
Wish you guys good luck today in the name of good sportsmanship. Let's have a great matchup.
Hey, I appreciate you again. But to me, man, he is the most overlooked piece. He makes that engine go. He is very good on the interior, and they have depth for it. They are built through the nose tackle, the fronts that they gives. The Okie fronts, the Eagle fronts, the pure nose tackle looks like he's the guy that makes things happen on that interior. So to me, he's the key. Zach Mullins, hey, I'm with you there. Is Bruce Irvin playing? Bruce Irvin should be playing today. I don't have any reason to believe he's not playing. So yes, he should be playing. We'll score. Our offense needs to produce. No turnovers, control the ball. That's the one too. Turnovers are going to be key in this one. I hate to do this. I kind of expect a turnover in this one at some point, just because of their nature of their defense, that they're probably going to get us for at least one turnover. So to me, I think we can win with losing the turnover differential if it's 1. I think if it's 3, we lose the game. So it's, to me, about 1, forcing turnovers. That way we can flip it around and say, okay, we can at least match you, because I'm kind of just expecting that they're probably going to get one somewhere. Well, at the same time, if we can keep that margin close, I think that'd be huge, because I think we can outplay them with a close margin. But if it gets out of hand, then we got a problem. I just kind of anticipate they'll get one today. And I hate to do that, because I'm not going to make any props on that. But division title today. Merry Christmas. How you doing, Tom? Merry Christmas, JD. All right, let's do this. Let's move over to, where's it at? Let me make sure I got it hooked up. I think I do. All right, I'm going to get this off the screen. Oh, dang. My dang mouse is gone again. Wait, hold up. Y'all, someone told me how to do this. Did I get it? I got it back. Oh, my goodness. Whoever taught me that is a lifesaver, by the way. Someone taught me how to get that back, and it's beautiful. Okay, so this is window capture. Bam. Bam. All right, let's move to our weekly picks. We're not going to do every game, but this is kind of like a new thing, I guess, we're doing over here. We're just making weekly picks. I think it's fun. I like doing it. Talking about some other games a little bit. So let's do that. All right. And we're going to do it with the spread. We ain't just doing straight up picks. We picking with the spread here. That's how we're doing this thing. We got this started with Banks. We're going to continue. Let's get it. All right, here we go. Window capture. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. No, wait, hold up. Close the... Okay, that's the wrong thing. Close this. That's the wrong thing. Close this. Beautiful. Chat. Holy. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You know what? I kind of like this. I think we're good. Okay. I kind of like this. All right, we're going to get this thing off the screen too, because this thing is going to block everything. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's make our weekly picks. We got the snowfall working still. It looks beautiful, by the way. I want Khalif to run into the end zone. Oh, yeah. Khalif's due, right? I mean, he had a big... Remember, last year, don't overlook. He had that big punt. Y'all laughing? That's crazy. He had that big punt return last year that changed the game. On the road, outdoor. Was that the Jets? I think it was the Jets. Was it the Jets game or was it Patriots? I think it was the Jets. Hey, hold up. Khalif on special teams too? I'm not mad at that. Hey, what's up, Dalton? All right, let's do some weekly picks, Chad. Let me know. We're going to go through a few here. Again, use that top link in the description. This is BetUS. If you're into sports betting, casino betting, whatever it may be, maybe you want to do live betting, you can do that as well. We'll check some of that out. We may check that out during the game as well here. But use that top link in the description. You deposit at least $100 to get a 125% match up to $2,500. And on top of that, you become a loyal member if you start making bets with BetUS, so then you can earn other perks that come along with it as well. So, for example, here we have some lines. Pre-kickoff, let's take a look. So, let's go through a few games. Let's start with this one, chat. Let me know. Indianapolis Colts. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. That's a boring one. Forget that. All right, let's go here. I want to know what y'all think about this one. Cleveland at Houston. Houston +3, chat. With the spread, what do we like on this one? Now, I think I messed up. I'm not going to lie. This one I don't feel good about at all. My man Brian became a starter. How you doing, Brian? I appreciate you. Who's that? Is that Jameer Gibbs? That looks fire, dog. We got some Jameer Gibbs shirts, by the way, from the round table. Those are fire. We're going to have to start pushing those. But Cleveland Browns, Houston Texans, chat. Let me know who we got here. I took the Texans, so I'm going to roll with the Texans plus the 3 points. Feels good. Feels good to at least get some points in here. Case Keenum's playing in this game, so I don't feel great about that, especially against this defense. They're limited at weapons, but Nico Collins, chat. Hey, Michigan fans, y'all know he's been a dog this season. Man's been a dog this season. They also have the former Dallas receiver that stepped up a lot, Noah Brown, these last couple weeks. They've needed him to without having Tank Dell. He's been big time too, and I really like that defense. You can make Joe Flacco uncomfortable. We saw last week for Chicago. Chicago probably should have won that game. I'm going to take Houston in this one, chat. Let me know who you got. I'm going to take Houston plus 3. Here's the big one. Because this is the one. I appreciate you, Brian. This is the one that could clinch us a playoff spot. You know, no matter what happens today, right? Seattle losing. So I need to see a lot of Tennessees in the chat. Can we get a lot of TENs in the chat to let me know you're taking Tennessee? It's Tennessee. They're getting points as well, so this would be an upset. Tennessee plus 3, but they're at home. I don't think Will Levis is playing. Actually, let me look it up. I don't think Will Levis is playing. I think it's Ryan Tannehill today. Which, again, makes me feel worse about this pick. See, these are things that I did not know, man. We did this on Wednesday. I did not know this was going to be the case. Will Levis doing a high ankle sprain is not expected to play. Yeah, all right. So it's going to be Ryan Tannehill. I mean, does anybody feel good about Ryan Tannehill? I don't think so. Maybe not. I'm taking the Titans, though, because, again, that was my pick. Plus, they're getting 3 points. I like that. Seattle's a good team. But when I see y'all in the chat when you're like, man, they're due for this. I think Seattle's due to kind of have a little bit of a letdown. And I think Tennessee, man, they're tough. We know Tennessee's tough. So I'm going to take Tennessee to handle business there. Plus, their stadium's beautiful. I mean, look, I've been there one time. It was awesome. They have a nice little setup going on. Nico going to get clamped. That's messed up. Nico going to get clamped? I mean, he might, to be honest. I mean, hey, look, I mean, Cleveland's corners are good. To me, they're not elite, though, but they're good. They're young, too. Martin Emerson, they got some young pieces over there. It's Tannehill. It is Tannehill. All right, we got a T again. Colleen put the T. Colleen bought into the assignment. I appreciate you. See, look, that's what we needed. Chat, where y'all at? I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, let's go one more. Let's go one more legit one, though. Stay away from the Lions one, okay? We already know what that's going to be. We're going to do our predictions at the end here. Let's go one more. Oh, dang, we on the next week. Hold up, don't do that. I really want to know. Baltimore at San Fran. It is now plus 6. All right, let me address this. First off, all right, so I was reading up on how spreads were made. And I think one thing's interesting, chat. I don't know if you guys were aware or not, but did you guys know that there's a list of teams that a lot of odds makers use? Not to say this game necessarily, but let's say for the Cowboys, for example. A lot of odds makers will use, and they'll oftentimes give them bigger spreads because they know that the public is going to bet heavier on those teams. For example, Dallas Cowboys, Green Bay Packers, LA Lakers, Golden State Warriors, teams like that. So they often shift because I guess from what I understand, a lot of these sports books, they come in, they have their analytics, they break it down, right? They come up with spreads. But they'll actually sometimes, I guess, shift some of those numbers based on where the bets are going to come in heavy. But, of course, they do that because of certain teams that are well-liked. So, like Dallas, for example, they know they're going to put a lot of public bets on them. Or maybe against them. I don't know. Maybe it's the other way around. I'm assuming a lot of people bet Dallas to win because they're America's team. But also, I think that could be the same thing maybe with the Lions. Is that like a lot of people saying Lions ain't going to do it? We're betting the other team because at some point it's going to mess up. It's okay to believe, chat. That's what I'm really trying to say. We got the merch on the dot shop right now. Chat, who we got? Take plus 6. Man, yeah, 6 is a lot. Like, I think San Fran wins this game. But 6 is a lot, dude. 6 is a lot. Now, I don't have it, you get like 3 for being at home. So I don't think the spread is ridiculous because I think San Fran is the best team and I think San Fran's look better. But I also think the loss that Baltimore took or the win that Baltimore had over LA, the reason it was so close because LA is not a bad team and they were at home. I think San Fran wins. But the plus 6 is tough. I'm going to go with UJT. I'll take the plus 6. I'll take Baltimore with the 6 points. I think San Fran wins that game outright, but I'm going to take Baltimore. I think 6 points is too much. Maybe it's like a 4-point game or something. That's a tough one. I'll go Baltimore plus 6. I'm with you, JT, but I think San Fran wins that game. So again, man, if y'all want to get in on this action, if you want to actually make it happen, click that top link in the description, man. All right, they're setting you up with a good deal, 125% off, or not 25% off, 125% match for a deposit of at least $100 up to $2,500. You can see here, man, we're on BetUS. They partnered with us for this NFL season. Game props. We did our prop picks this week. I don't know if y'all checked that out. We did some prop picks that we like this week. You see all the sports you can bet on here. The casino games on top, racebook, and then there's also live betting during the game. And obviously on the right side, you can check out some of the promotions and some of the loyalty stuff you can get into. So shout out to BetUS, man. I wanted to do that little segment. Now, let's start to move in and transition in talking about the Lions game here. And we need, oh, there's the Christmas tree. I knew you were here, man. Where were you? Okay. Oh, he was hiding, dude. Okay, here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I spelled it wrong. I'm not even going to tell y'all what I put. Chat, I spelled tree wrong. That's why I didn't know where it was. I labeled the stuff. Like I spell it out. I spelled tree wrong, dog. Okay. Do I have a promo for ESPN? Nah. We ain't about ESPN. We're about BetUS. If you want to make some bet, check out BetUS. Hey, look, man. BetUS has hooked us up, and it was cool about BetUS is they hooked us up before the season. They rocked with us for the season. If you're talking about betting, Brian, I think you should check out BetUS. Give it a shot. You don't even have to deposit money. Just make an account. Just check it out. If you want to get into the sports betting, just check it out, man. Just check it out, man. You know what I'm saying? My man says, JT, bet against the public, easy money. Hey, there you go. There you go. I think you should check it out, though, if you're interested. You don't have to pause rate. Just check it out, man. But they hooked us up for the season, man. They've been awesome to us. And, man, I've loved it because I think it's a sweet setup, man. And we've been using it throughout the year. It's been a lot of fun. Yes, I spelled tree wrong, dog. I don't know how that happened. I spelled tree wrong, but we found it. All right. Stop. I want to touch it. All right. Hey, what present's under there, dog? Chat, what do we got under here, man? Hold up. Yo, you know these like some nail clippers or something because nothing big can fit in those. Those are so small. Okay, here's what we're going to do, man. We're going to transition. I gave you my players to watch. Chat, let's start to get to game predictions. I want some score predictions, but I also want a little bit more than that. I also want you to give me your player to watch. Who has a big game today? So give me a score and then give me that player that's going to pop today. You're like, yo, Khalil Freeman, that punt return's about to happen. Penei Sewell's about to catch a touchdown pass. Maybe you're looking at it and saying, man, got to watch out for Jahmyr Gibbs. He's going 100 plus again. It's his day. Forget about that run defense. It's his day. Let me know. Or I guess you could do bad ones, but we like good ones. Justin Madubuike will be a Lion next year. I love Justin Madubuike. That's all I care about. Hey, I'm with that. Yo, I'm with that. Justin Madubuike is a dog. Justin Madubuike is a dog. He's been having a career season too. So I don't know what his price tag is going to hit, but I love me some Justin Madubuike. I ain't mad at that. All right, chat. What do we think, man? What do we think? And I'm going to stick with the same score prediction that I gave y'all in my preview video. Part of me wants to go higher because the over-under set pretty high, Chad. The over-under set pretty high. Do we still have it on here? I can actually, let me check. Let me see what the over-under, it's probably updated. The over-under for this one is set at 47.5 still. That's a lot of points, man. You guys know, we actually have I think we have the tied for the highest over-under this week, which is crazy. That feels crazy to me. But it's tied for the highest over-under. So, I guess we'll see. To me, I went by far the under. I'm going to go 2013, Lions win it. All right. We're celebrating. Lions win it by 7. Expected some turnovers, but I think we'll force some as well. And I think that'll keep us in it. It'll make the difference. You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of where I'm at with this one. We keep that turnover margin pretty even. Both teams probably have a couple today. And I think that'll be huge. Offense will have like a big possession, maybe in the second half, like a big possession. It's like, yo, that was huge. We needed that touchdown. And to me, we'll hold on to a 7-point lead. So I'm going 2013 here. Xmas tweet. Yeah. 35-17. Okay, that's a confident win. 34-24. I'm not mad at that. Watch out for Josh Reynolds. I love that. I love that you put Josh. Josh was another guy I was going to put in the players to watch. Him. See, look, you call me on both of them. Him and Danielle Hunter. Because Josh Reynolds, he could beat man. And if you look at this cornerback room, while it's good, I don't look at them and say, man, they have an elite corner. I think they have good corners. Caleb Evans is good. Mekhi Blackman's played well. But I don't think they have an elite corner. And to me, when that's the case, Josh Reynolds can get going a little bit. Especially if they leave him on an island. He can get going a little bit. So, with that being said, I love that option. Now, the over-under is only 1.5 receptions, but I love that option. Hawk or Addison could have a big game if we double up on JJ. That'll be the key, man. How do we match up with Hawk? I think we're going to see some iffy on him. And I trust Alex on him, honestly. His route tree usually doesn't get crazy. He does a lot of first and second level routes. So I don't think he exploits you defensively as much as maybe he possibly could. While at the same time, I think if it's in an obvious pass down, Iffy getting that matchup is going to be a matchup to watch. And I'm looking forward to that. I really am. I think that's a really good opportunity to see if he can give us some help there that, maybe we don't have. 24-27. Okay. JT, I'm assuming you're taking us to get that dub. Get the curly hair back. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. We don't count nothing out over here. Hey, look, Lions, we'll see. We'll talk about it. 31-24, Lions, Anzalone. I love that. I love Anzalone. Yes, I love that. 24-20, Lions, last second field goal. So you say we're going to disrespect them. Are you saying we're going to be up 21-20 and be disrespectful and get a last-second field goal? That's messed up. I ain't even mad at it, though. Hey. Wait, hold up. Wait, is that what you're saying, Jason? That's crazy. Okay, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Frank. 27-24. Gibbs will go off. I love that. Okay, I think we're all on the same. No, Jason, you don't have to retract it. I know what you were saying. You don't have to retract it. I hear you. That's disrespectful, though. I hear you, though. Hawkins shut down would be a Merry Christmas for us. It would be. It'd be a very helpful for us. Okay, I'm with y'all. Y'all are kind of all in the same range here. Y'all are way above my scoring total. I'm usually wrong on the scoring total, I'm going to be honest. So it probably makes more sense to go to the 47.5. All right, 24-24 each, like somewhere in that range. It makes sense to kind of go there versus what I'm saying. But, Jack Campbell, player to watch. I rock with that. No Derek Barnes today. Jalen Reese-Maben will get some snaps as usual, which is a positive. He's been getting mixed in. Malcolm Rodriguez, of course, can get some as well. But, yeah. And honestly, Jack Campbell could be a guy that gets some of that matchup at times with TJ Hawkinson, too. So we'll have to keep an eye on that as well. Lions 26, Vikings 23. Okay, you were like right on the number there, Jeff. I see you. 27-21 Lions. Goff got to prove he can manage in weather outdoors. Goff got to prove he can manage in weather outdoors. Are you saying like in the future? Are you saying that? Because this one, do they have their roof open today? I'll be shocked they have their roof open. Let me check. I don't think they have their roof open today, but let me see. Because it's a dome, but I don't know if they have their roof open. Let's see. Chad, does anybody know? I actually don't know. I don't know how I'd even look for that. If the roof is closed, it'd be a dome. But maybe you're talking about down the road. I hear you. Proof he can play. He can manage in weather good outdoors. I think he can manage. I think he can manage outdoors. I do think though it changes up some of the things that you want to live in, which is okay. I mean, it's like we had this last year too, and we made it work without it. Sorry, man. Tight game for sure. Sorry, man. Tight game for sure. Okay, no, you good. Don't say sorry. I mean, look, I thought you were being disrespectful. I ain't even mad at it today, man. I ain't even mad at it. But, no, I hear you. You saying like 24-23. That's what you're trying to say. I got you, Jason. All right, man. Hey, look. So, mine's 2013. We're going to be live during the game, man. We're going to be doing our live watch party. If we handle business, we got some stuff going on. If you don't see me again, if you don't join, which I don't know why you wouldn't join. Like my man 60 Trail just joined. He said, "Yo, what's up? Yo, man, how you doing? Y'all should join, man. Check us out, man." By the way, there will be there will be some, it'll be fiery because it means so much and we're on the road and it's a tough defense. But to me, this is the biggest. I put it in the title for a reason. To me, this is the biggest challenge for Ben Johnson because as long as Brian Flores is here, we're gonna have to deal with this guy. And at the same time, I think Brian Flores is really good. He has a plan. He may even be even more aggressive against Goff because he was years ago, and they gave him a lot of problems. And if that's the case, can Ben Johnson give us a consistent answer where we feel comfortable passing the football if the run game is not popping? And to me, some of the yards per game can be – look, we won't even go down that road. But the point is this is a huge – I think it's the biggest test for Ben Johnson. We're hearing these numbers come out. I love Ben Johnson. I think he's fantastic. But this is like I really want to see how he handles this. It's going to be tricky. I'm not expecting – that's why I went low scoring, but I'm really curious to see if he can give us some answers. And I assume he will. Lions win there. I'm seeing St. Brown goes off because he's never won there. St. Brown's never – wait, he's never won in Minnesota? Ooh, okay. See, look at that. See, look, y'all remember the one where we scored, we got the 2-point conversion, then we gave up the field goal? I shouldn't even brought that up. All right. I shouldn't even brought that up. I don't know why I said that, but I did. I said it. Okay, man. So, yeah, that's where we're at, man. We're going to move over here. We got about 30 minutes till kickoff. Join it. It's a different stream. The watch party is a different stream. This might not matter, but they look at their record and ours. We got this. Hey, man, I hope it's that simple, man. I hope it is. Need to treat this as a playoff game? Absolutely. I think these last 3 games are basically a playoff game. We talked about positioning, and he's not going to rest anybody. Absolutely. What was the other thing I say? Did anybody watch the Bills game last night? I didn't even see it. I expected it to be a blowout. And I just woke up and saw it was 24-22. Like, no way. That thing was good. I saw the highlights this morning. That was crazy. Okay. Yeah, man. So join me over there. We're going to get out of here. I'll see y'all over there. Love the snowfall, by the way. Merry Christmas, everybody, if you don't see me again. But you will. You will. All right. Yeah, let's win the division title. Let's do something that we've never done. Win the NFC North. Let's get a little banner back here. Let's do something that we've never done in 30 years. Let's do this. I'm going to do this on the way out because I'm just curious. Put a 1 in the chat if you've seen the Lions win the division. Put a 2 if you haven't. in your life? Have you ever seen, not like, oh, I watched that video back in 90. Have you seen it happen with your own eyes? Put a 1. Put a 2 if you have not. I'm really curious to see where the chat is on this one. Obviously mine's a 2. I have never seen it. So I want to know, like, if there's anybody in the chat that's actually seen this happen. JMB has not seen it happen. Okay. I just want to see where y'all are at. Hey, with that, we're going to play Ferris on the Whale. Absolutely. But we need a quick word from BetUS, man. Again, top link in the description. Quick word. I'm going to come back, see what y'all said, and then we're going to run Ferris. Absolutely.
BetUS, America's favorite sports book, where you can bet on everything, anytime. Sportsbook, casino, horse racing, live betting, and more. We have the best bonuses in the industry. That's right, get a 125% sign-up bonus. And to celebrate our 30-year anniversary, we are giving up to 30 risk-free bets, a truck, Super Bowl tickets, and more. Don't miss out. Play smart. Join now. BetUS, where the game begins.
All right. Wow. Okay, no, there's some ones in here. There's some ones. Okay, yeah, Lark with the 1K, Vialto, my man. John Lee, there's some ones in here. It's actually more mixed than I thought. Lucky put a 1. Jason put a 1. You were 11 years old. Dang. There's a 2, 1. Gotta be an old head. Yo. Okay, there's actually a lot of people that have seen it. Okay. Okay, so like it feels like maybe slightly more than half of us haven't seen it. But even y'all that have, right? A lot of y'all were probably super young. Like my man said he was 11, so it's like, do you really remember? Hey, the first season I remember was 2011, so I was like fully remember, probably because we were pretty good. Well, I was, dang, how old was I? Like, I'll say this. I don't remember us drafting Matthew Stafford. I don't remember that. I don't remember that happening. But 2011, dang, that's a long time. 12 years now. See, I'd have been about that age. All right. Let's do it, man. Let's get out of here, man. I appreciate y'all joining. Check us out. We're going to be live. Join that other live stream link. We're going to do a watch party to this. Click that top of the description, man. We appreciate you, BetUS, for partnering with us for this season. We also have our prop picks up, so if you do want to watch that before you join, I did put my props this week just to show you guys kind of what I liked for this matchup. I was 9, 2, not 2, but 2. 7 years, vaguely remember 1993. Man. See, okay, so for a lot of even if you have, you're like, I don't remember that. Come on, man. This is history. We can make some history today. Calm down. We're going to get out of here. I appreciate y'all joining. And I will see y'all in the live stream. Let's go, Lions. Let's win this dang NFC North, dog. We out. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I almost didn't play Ferris. I'm glad. Hey, see, I caught myself. I almost didn't play Ferris there. Where's he at? Here he is.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.